Using the query editor and DAX should be more than enough to satisfy your analytical needs. But in some rare situations, you might need to use the power of R language or Python language to apply transformations or perform analytics that cannot be simply applied within the query editor otherwise. In that case, to use R within the query editor, you need to do the following. So first of all, we'll be using the employee data, and to run an R script or an R code over this table, first of all, we need to go to the Transform tab and click on Run R script. So all we need to do next is to add the R script that we would like to apply and hit OK. The only problem here is that we do not get a chance to test our script before running it. So, to test our script and debug any possible errors within it, I would advise you to do the following. So for now, I will choose cancel, and I would advise you to choose only the top or bottom 5 rows of that table, add that into an Excel file, then test your code, test your R or Python code over that Excel file to figure out whether you have any errors. And once you are sure that your code is free of bugs and free of errors, we can come back here and embed that code within Power BI. Let's take an example. So say I would like to use R to create a column that shows yes in case the gender is male and no in case the gender is female. Of course, I can do that easily within Power BI within the query editor using the conditional column function. But assuming that I would like to do that using R, just as an example, first I would do the following. I would go to the Home tab and select Keep Rows. So I would select Keep Bottom Rows and add number 5. That would keep only the bottom 5 rows. Then I would select all of these columns, copy them, and open an Excel file and paste all of these columns within that Excel file. Then save this file, and I would choose CSV format to make it easier for me to import that into R. Then I would go to R and write down my script. So I would just read that CSV file, then I would apply the transformation I would like to test, or write the code I would like to test, run it and see if it's working properly. So let us run that first line of code and second line of code just to import the table into R. So we have exactly the same table we have now in the query editor. So let us try this code and see if it works. Now if I go back to the table, you will see that a new column has been added that shows either yes or no based on the gender listed on the gender column. So I could easily take this script, copy it, and go back to the query editor, then go to the Transform tab, click on Run R script, and put the code right over here. But we have a small problem. That is, we need to use the word dataset to refer to that table. So as I'm referring to the table with the name test, it wouldn't work out. To make the picture clearer, let's hit OK. So as you can see, R has returned an error to us saying that object test was not found. So I will click the Run R script step and tell Power BI that the table I call test is the same as the table you call dataset. So when I try to apply that transformation, it will be applied to the test table or the dataset table. So the table has loaded, and if we go to the last column here, you would see that the column we want has been added, and it has been added with the logic that we requested, that is to show yes in case the gender is male and to show no in case the gender is female. One last note, in case we have a date column, as we do have a date column in this example, make sure that you change the data type for this column from date to text before you run your R script. So earlier, before running our R script, we had the start date column and it was recognized as a date column, but after running our R script and before transforming this column to be a textual column or a text column, watch what happened. R would return an error to us. So to avoid this problem, we need to go to the step before applying the R script and change the type for this column to be text. Then, after the script has been applied, we need to go to the step after the script has been applied and change back the type of the column to be date. We have already discussed how to configure R with Power BI. To refresh your memory, I would advise you to rewatch the R Visuals video that was listed under Building Visuals. That is the first part of this course. And that's all we need to know about running R scripts in Power BI. See you in the next video. If you like this type of content, subscribe to our channel, hit like, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. And by the way, we also offer Power BI consulting and training services at www.powerbimaster.com. See you in the next video.